Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of English 101. Yes, you're right, I got a new microphone. I really love it. And hopefully the sound, the audio will be really good. So today we're going to talk about how to read out loud or how to take advantage of reading out loud. I've got I've got a few comments on how to actually use some materials, texts to help you improve your pronunciation, your reading, things like that. So I thought, why not do a video about how to do it? So that would be much easier. In this episode, we're going to talk about a few apps. So you don't have to use it. You still can just back to traditional way to learn English, use your pen and notebook to write down things. But I think, nowadays for your convenience, it's better to have something handy, and every time when you want to practice, we want to review what you've learned, and it is a very easy way to do it. Without further ado, let's get started. So of course, we're going to talk about 3 levels. I know I recommended this before, but I still want to do it because this is how I started when I wanted to practice my speaking. So of course, gonna take out your phone and you're gonna download an app called 百词斩爱阅读. First of all the apps or softwares or websites I recommend today, I'm not sponsored by them. So don't worry, this is everything I used when I practice my speaking. First of all, so you can pick your level. If you are at the basic level and the intermediate level, I really recommend this app because you can actually choose your level and read things. So first of all, let's pick a book. I don't really like something too chicken soupy, so definitely not. But I normally like presentations or speeches, so I will pick that. And you have different levels. You have like high school level or college level. So pick one you want. Yeah, so let's do her. So pick the voice that you like, pick the level you like, pick the gender you like. I normally go with the female because I want to learn from a female voice, so I would do that. And here, this is one I want to be yourself, so I'm gonna do be yourself. And then you started to read. First of all, what you're going to do is just silently read the whole passage, okay? So when you read it, don't make any sounds, or you can make any sounds you want. Say not a pretty picture, but even worse than being bald. I really hated being sent to report on other people's tragedies as a part of my daily duty. So, and next what you're going to do is to play the audio.
Not a pretty picture. But even worse than being bald, I really hated being sent to report on other people's tragedies as a part of my daily duty.
Okay, then you pause and you go back and you read it again. But even worse than being bald, I really hated being sent to report on other people's tragedies as part of my daily duty. So here you are trying to catch every single word of a pronunciation and intonation and rhythm. So for me, I have a difficult time with the B-A-L-D, bald or bold. So I tap, I'm gonna read it. Bald. So bald is the word I need to remember. Then I'll do that one more time. But even worse than being bald, I really hated being sent to report on other people's tragedies as a part of my daily duty. So here, and you have some words that are in bold, not bald, right? Bold. Saying, knowing that I was just expected to observe. If you like the expression was expected to, you can definitely add it to your notebook here. But what I would like to do is to actually go back here and find my favorite app called Anki app. go to my thing. So I have sentence from YouTube, English vocabulary podcast, things like that. And I have English vocab. So I'm going to, I haven't used that for a while, sorry. But this is how you can do it. And you can add a new card and write it down here saying, be expected to do something. Okay. And what you can do here is to go back to dictionary. So I'm going to go back to, let's say, here. And I will tap that and say, hey, there is a Chinese definition. But I don't like Chinese definition. So I'm going to go back to anywhere that I can search. So yes, you see my search history. Be expected to, meaning. So here, I would put to regard as probable or likely, anticipated, he expects to win, something like that. I'm going to copy this definition here, copy, and come back to my Anki app and tap it here, and done. So it may look a little bit ugly, but never mind. So now you go back and you have your own flashcard. So that is a new thing, and you save. And next time when you want to review those, I can show you some of mine. So I have problem with turnout. So how do I use turnout? Turnout plus adjective, turnout good, turnout bad. Or you can use to do, turn out to be something. And I also make a comment saying when you use adjective, there's no to be. So turn out good, turn out bad. I had a problem with that, so I made a note on this. So that's how you use 爱阅读 and Anki app to help you with your pronunciation. But we're not done yet. So we're going to read. And at the end, you click on, yes, I'm finished. But don't go too far. Here on the right corner, you have 朗读文章. So you click on that. And then you started reading. And click on the sentence. You can say, hey. Okay, of course. Not a pretty picture. Not a pretty picture. So, okay, you like that. And you do another one. But even worse than being bald. But even worse than being bald. So remember, I have problem with the bold. So I'm gonna just put that word in my Anki app, make a flashcard saying bald. It means you don't have a hair. Bold means you are very brave, right? So that's kind of thing you can do. That's for basic level and intermediate level. Why do I put them together? Just because at those two levels, you can go ahead and choose a level that actually suits you and then go from there. Don't pick too difficult one because you don't want to kind of discourage yourself from improving your speaking. So you want to pick someone you actually understand and you actually can learn from it. So don't just do the vocabulary or pronunciation. Also learn from reading, right? So you can get a lot of information and sentence structures and how to write things. So that will also help you with your reading skills, writing skills as well. So that is it. Now we have another one for advanced level. Okay, so this is one that's a little bit tricky. So I'm going to show you right here and here. I did this a few times, but I actually really put it into a note probably just a while ago. So I don't have actually many notes here, but this is how I do it. So if you're at advanced level, you're not only improving your pronunciation or accent or anything like that, you're actually improving your listening as well. So if you think you're at this level, definitely go ahead and do this. It's really helpful. And I definitely noticed the improvement after I did this. So here we go. I have my note here and you wonder what is that? Okay, so let me show you. I have this topic called 3 things to stop complaining. If you follow me on 喜马拉雅, you would know I read a lot of things there and I record it myself, so do that too. And you will see there is a YouTube link. So I will go to the YouTube link if it will take you right here. Okay.
There is a difference between complaining to release stress and your unconscious ego giving you a false sense of agency to divert you again and again from the real work you need to do in order to make real change in your life. This video addresses the latter.
Okay, so that's the whole video. Let's come back to my Notion. And you probably see that, yes, holy cow, I listened and dictated the whole passage. This is what I did. I listened to the video first time and I decided I really like it. So when I do it, I listen to it one more time. And then I realized, why not write down my own transcripts? And it will help you with my listening too. So I started doing sentence by sentence and trying to write down everything. And here you go. You have the whole long giant things here. So after I wrote down everything, I started analyzing every single sentence and every single vocabulary. So here I have a few things I kind of feel like, I kind of learned a new thing. So for example, the first sentence there, it says there is a difference between complaining to release stress. So at least I know release stress should go together. And next time we're talking about stress, I know what to say. Release the stress. And your unconscious ego giving you a false sense of agency to divert you again and again from the real work you need to do in order to make a real change in your life. So there are a few words I'm not really sure, so I kind of wrote it down, a false sense of agency. So I'm not sure what that means, to divert you again. So of course, then I will write down those on my Anki app so I can review those words from time to time if needed. And then I started reading everything now because after I checked the vocabulary, checked the phrases, checked out grammar, now I can finally practice my finally practice my speaking. So I started to read the whole thing, trying to catch up with her speed, her intonation and pronunciation and accent. So, and I will go back to listen to this video again.
Life circumstances you refuse to work on in any capacity, like your job.
Okay, so here I'm coming back to say, one, stop complaining about life circumstances you refuse to work on in any capacity, like your job. So try to imitate the whole intonation, the way that she speaks, everything. So that's why it is important to pick the YouTuber or anyone you like to imitate, to copy the style, because you're gonna sound like them. So she's the first one I really like. That's the 3 things to stop complaining. And remember, don't pick the video too long because you're not gonna be able to write down everything and you will lose all your interest and patience and you're gonna finally stop doing this. So pick the video you like, and it's a short, sweet, and nice, and it's full of talking, so you can practice from there. This is another video, totally different person. I think I did this on Himalaya too. So it's called binge eating disorder. So what is binge? The first word I would check is binge, and then realize the binge is you do something constantly, nonstop. Binge eating means you constantly eat and you just can't stop. And this is a girl. I think she's also on 小红书, so you can definitely check her out. And I like her voice. I like her pitch. I think that's perfect. It's not too high, not too low. And I like the way she narrates. So here we go. And I can open the link. Okay, she deleted that video. Never mind. She deleted this video, but I was listening to it, trying to be like her, and I started analyzing the whole passage with the grammar, structure, and other things in the vocabulary, and I started reading it do the same thing before we move forward with my channel and the content I'm going to be posting. So I kind of also learned that how to do a YouTube video or how to do a podcast style. And I would like to get this out there first. So next time when I do my video, I can do the same thing. So that's how you practice your speaking using reading out loud. You're not only just read the text, you have to do a little bit more than that. So you're going to learn more than just reading. And you're going to learn how to read, analyze the whole structure of the passage, and what is the grammar you think that is really useful for you. Write it down. And what is the great vocabulary you can learn from this passage, and how you're going to use it in your daily life, and how you can kind of convert everything out there to everything you're going to use in your daily life. And that's how you can practice using reading out loud. So don't just read, because if you only read, you're not going to get enough input for you to generate output one day. So if you want to speak like nobody's business, you're going to learn more than just reading the text. So anyway, hope you like it, and hope this microphone actually will work really amazing. We'll see you next time. Bye.